Hey guys, how's it going? And thanks for coming. I'm Nick, and this is Real Life Money, where we talk about real life and money, because you know schools aren't, so let's get started. So the topic for this video is don't do these 5 things with your money. I came up with these things while commuting to work this morning. Sometimes I talk to myself. I think I give pretty good advice, so I'll give some of it to you. Now I'm jumping right into it, guys. So the first thing to not do with your money is to don't spend aimlessly. Have a plan. Here's the thing, guys. If you have no plan for your money, you're kind of just throwing it all over the place. What do you expect to actually happen when you do that? If you have no money, well, that's probably why. You shouldn't buy everything that comes into view. So I have a suggestion. Now, I don't like using the word budget or diet because they usually never work. And I feel like those are just short-term things. You change some things, the way that you're performing them, whether, whatever, you stop going out to eat so often, whatever. And this might work for maybe a month, but then you kind of fade away from it. So that's why these things don't work. Instead of forming a budget or a diet, I think they're very similar, you need to alter your lifestyle. The difference is, if you have a budget or diet in that short-term plan, yeah, you might achieve some type of goal, but guess what? Eventually, you're going to go back to your old habits and either lose that money that you saved or gain that weight back. So you need to alter your lifestyle to continue that success. Now, I do have another video going over, I don't like using the word budget, but that's basically what it is, of budgeting your money for the new year in 2018. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to check out. The idea is, guys, is to control your money so your money doesn't control you. The second thing of what not to do with your money is do not pay interest. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have credit card debt, I'm not saying to not pay it. I'm saying that interest as a whole, an overview, is just horrible to be in. So when you tackle that debt, and what debt basically is, you're paying someone else instead of paying yourself what you should be doing. The main type of interest I look at is credit card interest because it is so ridiculously expensive. The average interest rate for a credit card could be, I think it's around 15%. What? So instead, pay these things off, guys. If you have credit card debt, pay off the credit card debt. Even if you have multiple credit cards with debt, I would suggest starting off with the smallest debt, paying that off, and then going for the larger ones. Along the way, you get more money because you don't have to pay for the smaller debt, and it's kind of like a snowball. And I'm not only talking credit card debt, even though that is probably the most dangerous. There are also car debt, car loans. If you have student loans, personal loans, all that stuff, you're paying interest, which is bad. When you have no more debt or no more loan of some sort, you don't have to pay that anymore, which includes the interest, so you're not paying interest anymore. Moving right along to the third thing of what not to do is don't get lazy with your money. Here's the thing, guys. We could all say great things, right? I'm gonna save more money, I'm gonna pay off my debt, I'm gonna get another job, whatever. We could say great things. But saying something and doing something are two completely different things. So when you say something, do it. Stick to your plan and realize the main goal of it is to control your money so it doesn't control you, like we said before. A couple quick tips for this category is look at your needs versus your wants. Do you actually need this thing? Most likely not. I would suggest looking at the past 10 transactions on your credit card. How many of those transactions do you actually need? Now, yeah, we need food, but you don't need a steak dinner. Now, other things that a lot of people might not even think about are bank fees. I used to work at a bank, guys, and people get slammed with bank fees all the time. They don't even realize it because they're usually insignificant. Let's say if it's like $35, oh, $35 is whatever. But if that happens every week, guess what? At the end of the month, that's $140. Or even tickets if you roll through stop signs or speed or go through red lights or whatever. This kind of came to my mind because I was driving and a guy got pulled over. How much does that cost? How about just relax? You'll get to wherever you're going eventually. And what are you going to do when you get there? Sit on the couch and do nothing? It's not worth it. So be aggressive with your money instead of lazy. Now, the fourth thing of what not to do with your money might confuse some people, might piss some people off. Let me explain myself. But the fourth thing is do not save your money. What? Now hear me out, guys. This is going to be an interesting one. But first, let me make you realize that when stores and businesses say save money, you're not saving anything. So if you say save $20 on something, you're not saving that. You're still paying for whatever you're buying. So you're not saving anything at all. If you want to save 100% of something, don't buy it. So that term of saving that businesses usually use, that's not saving at all. But getting back to what we were saying of don't save your money, it's because what does saving money do? You putting into your bank account, let's say a savings account, and what happens to it? Nothing. And let's say that the interest that you're earning on your savings account is insignificant, because it is. Now, first, I like to say, I think you should save your money. You should save up, let's say, a month's worth of expenses as an emergency fund. So you have a cushion. Have something in the bank. But then after that, you shouldn't be saving more. You should be using that money. Now, what do I mean by actually using your money, which is, in my opinion, better than saving it? Because you're making it work for you. And that's, using your money could be paying off credit card debt, paying off loans, paying off whatever you need to. So going on to the other reasons, so you don't have to pay that interest. Use that money to pay down your debt. And then after that, continue to use your money in investing your money, whether it's in for retirement or some type of investment or stock. Now let me give you a quick example of why saving money doesn't make sense if you go through the math. So let's say you get that job, right? Everyone has that job that they want to get. Let's say it's worth $100,000, right? That's your salary. Let's say you actually get it. So you're making $100,000. Congratulations. And let's say you save 10% of that, which is what a lot of people would suggest doing. So let's say you actually do that as well. So 10% of $100,000, you're saving $10,000 like you're supposed to, right? So you got the job you wanted, you're saving like you're supposed to. Now, let's say you want to become a millionaire. How long is that going to take to become a millionaire? To earn $1 million or to save $1 million? 100 years. Yeah, there are other factors. Forget about those for now. If you are saving $10,000 a year, it's going to take you 100 years to have $1 million. I don't have that type of time. And I'm assuming neither do you. So that's why rich people, they don't necessarily save their money. They use and invest their money. So if you're interested, I have another video as well talking about the idea how a penny could grow into millions of dollars. Fantastic concept, completely changed my mindset. If you're interested, link in the description for you to check out. As a quick side note, saving a little bit of money is still good because you still want that cushion on the side. And the fifth and final thing of what not to do with your money is to don't do nothing. Now this is a kind of obvious one, guys, but if you or us or whoever is in a money problem, Why do you think we got to that situation? Probably because we didn't change what we were doing. If you've been doing the same thing your entire life, why should anything change along the way? If you're doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results. It's time to change. So instead of doing nothing, do something and focus on your money problems. Focus on money instead of turning the other way. So those are the 5 things of what you shouldn't do with your money, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Real Life Money, where we talk about real life and money, because I believe we could get a hold of our money, guys, and stop following the man. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.